From packing hacks to mindset shifts, here are 8 lessons to master before your next big move. Hey, Soulsticers. So we are back to Soulstice Living blog post read by yours truly. And today we are going into all about moving. And so moving happens year round. I have move jobs that generally are over summer, but occasionally over the winter break. So December, January time, and then also throughout the year. And as somebody who has moved, I think I did the math and it was like 24 different homes in my almost 40 years, 11 of which were by the time I was 13. And I am very familiar with moving, of the side of the person and then also the unpacking with my clients. And it is stressful. It is one of the most stressful times of your life. And one of my clients, she's just a therapist, and she told me that moving is the most stressful time in a couple's life. It has caused more divorce, more angst, more strife, more reasons for therapy than cheating, than losing a child, than all sorts of things that you feel would be the top. And I've seen this. I've seen couples bicker and yell and get upset and get stressed because, like with moving, you're making a million decisions. It's not just, okay, we have to find a new place to live or find a house, or we have to pack up our stuff. It's, okay, we have to get rid of this. Okay, are we bringing that? Are we bringing this? Well, I don't know. We don't know what we're going to need. And then it's the actual scheduling. Like, you're relying on packers, you're relying on movers, you're relying on other people to safely get your things from one location to another, not to mention the costs. Moving is not cheap. I mean, if you just hire a professional organizer in general to do everything for you, extremely expensive. And then if you hire people to pack for you and move for you, expensive. And then you have to go across state lines, even more expensive. And so it adds up to a lot of costs. And it's just stressful because it's out of your control. Like, you're not generally doing any of it. And so I just empathize with you. So if you are moving, just take a breath and give grace to yourself and anyone that might be in this experience with you, and make sure you guys find the joy in it and focus on the fact that you're moving into a new home. You're going to design your new space to be your home. And that is beautiful. And congratulations, because anytime that we create space together with another, it's magical and it's meant to be celebrated. And so just focus on that rather than the million decisions that you have to make before you actually get settled into your new place. Oh, not to mention the unpacking, right? Like, I know people that have had boxes for 14 plus years. And so it's definitely a process. So today is 8 tips to learn prior to moving. So shall we begin? All right, summer clients typically revolve around one thing: moving, and more moving. Whether it's a new job, a growing family, downsizing, or just needing a fresh start, this season brings a noticeable shift to new homes. However, this past moving season in Houston was a tad slow. We still had people moving across town, but anyone placed their home on the market in early summer and are still trying to sell it come fall. I've had many clients and friends experiencing a buyer's drought this summer. Luckily, though, the market is shifting and more people are looking at homes. So if you're gearing up for a fall move or anytime move, or you know someone who is, these 8 moving tips will help you avoid common pitfalls, reduce stress, and set yourself up for success in your new space. Moving doesn't have to feel chaotic. With the right mindset and some thoughtful planning, it can be a powerful opportunity to reset your home and your life. And just a quick aside, I do recommend that once a year, everybody pretend that they're moving and go through their house and do the decluttering aspect and decide, what am I going to keep and what items are able to be let go of right now. And so you just go into every room, every nook, every cranny, cabinet, drawer, etc. You look at it and you reset it, basically, and you remove the stuff that you know you didn't use in the last year, or you know that you won't use in your future, and you donate it and then you let it go. So that was my quick fun aside. So what have I learned from my 25 lifetime moves? Hi, I'm a Navy brat, and multiple others that I've helped with. Plan ahead. That is the main thing. So here are 8 moving tips to tell you how to do that. Your tip number 1, create lists. Make a list of all the accounts that you will need to turn off in your current home and set up in your new home. This can be your water, gas, electric, insurance, which can be home, flood, wind, earthquake, your trash, cable, satellite, internet, security alarm, any others that you do. And then make a second list of all the accounts where you need to change the physical address. This is banking, anything attached to your credit card, USPS, subscriptions, cell phone. And then you can also set up USPS to forward your mail for a year. And I think it's like $1, maybe $2. So definitely recommend that. And anytime you get a new letter, it's just a reminder to change the physical address of that business. Tip 2, declutter. Oh, this is huge. Before you move, I cannot stress this enough. This could potentially save you hundreds of dollars as you make enough room to host a garage sale or sell on Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, so you'll have some extra money. You won't have to buy as many boxes. You'll possibly need a smaller moving truck, maybe. Your movers will be done faster and they have less to load and unload. But truly, it's going to save you so much stress because often all my clients overwhelmed with things, with stuff, with quantity. And so if you reduce it and you declutter before you move, one, you're not unpacking things that you're just going to donate on the other end, which is, it frustrates me for my clients that they just automatically, oh, we don't need that, get rid of that. Oh, we don't need that, get rid of that. And so just do it beforehand. And you can spend months doing this. So you're going to go through all of your belongings, literally every closet, every drawer, even the boxes you haven't opened in over a year, or that you know what's in there and you want to keep it all, everything. Then decide if you will keep it, donate it, sell it, give it away / return. And then as you go through these things, you're just deciding what's in your life. What are you ready to let go of? What are you ready to keep? How do you envision your new space in your new home, right? And so go through that with that mindset and be very ruthless on the items that you are keeping and be generous on what you are giving away. If you haven't used it and you know you won't use it, just get rid of it. Even if there's guilt associated because somebody gave it to you, I recommend either 1, asking that person if they want it back, 2, just donating it because nobody wants to give a gift and have you keep it out of guilt, right? Sit with that for a moment. And I will attach, so check out this list of common non-allowable moving items so you'll know what to discard before your movers arrive. Generally, it's like your toxic products, it's food, potentially alcohol, ammo, plants. And so your area may be different, your movers may be different. Definitely ask for a list from them of what they will not pack for you. And so that you can just give it away or find a new home for it before you do leave. Lastly, check out the Green City Recycler. Is here local in Houston, and they accept all clothing, shoes, household lines, belts, purses, hats, toys, no matter the condition. And so the clothes that are not in good condition, that have holes or rips, are cut into rags and sold to industries that use recycled clothing as raw material in the production of new products. And so we are a materialistic consumerism society, and we have so much crap that is not of good quality, and it's building up and building up and building up. And so try to find a recycler in your area that upcycles textiles so that you're not just tossing them into landfills. No matter how this is used, it's better than a landfill, I think. All right, tip number 3. Free boxes. Oh yes, log into Facebook Marketplace and search free moving boxes. This is an easy way for people to clear all the boxes from their home to your benefit. Most often these boxes have only been used once and you can save yourself hundreds of dollars. You can also post on Facebook after you've unpacked and are looking to remove the boxes. Just don't list your specific address on the ad. Private message it to the one person coming to pick up your boxes. And I love this. I do this for all my clients just to get rid of boxes because there's so many. And people love free boxes. They'll be there, I not guarantee, but almost guarantee within an hour, max of 2, all your boxes can be gone, depending on if you live in a big city like myself. Tip 4, visualize. As you're placing hands on each item to decide what you're keeping, visualize the rooms in your new home and what you will place where. Then categorize like items together. For example, if your heavy winter clothing is currently stored in your guest closet, but you plan to store it in your new main bedroom closet, go ahead and move it to your main bedroom before the move. Match all Tupperware lids to its bases, recycle solo ones, shift all office supplies back into the office, so forth. We do this before the packing, so unpacking and creating organizing systems is easier in the new place. Plus, we don't want to transport anything that we'll immediately donate when we unpack it, right? I've said that, I'll say it again, mark that. So some visualizing tips. Walk around your current home and label the furniture and all the boxes with the new room assignment. For example, is everything in the office going into the new office? Do you have a sunroom that you didn't have before and now half your living room furniture will be in there? Oh no, there isn't an office in the new home. Where do all the office boxes go? So make these decisions before so that moving day, packing day are less stressful because you have the answers to all the questions that the packers and movers will ask you. I like to color code boxes and furniture to assigned rooms. You can buy labels from Amazon. I'll include the link as it's easier for the movers to see a color than to read the label on the box. Just be very wary of placing the stickers on furniture. And then I'll leave a link of ones that are recommended for not leaving sticky residue on furniture. When taking anything apart, place all parts, your screws, etc., inside a Ziploc bag, label it, and then tape it to the largest piece. This way you'll have everything you need to set up the bed, dresser, TV stand, etc., without having to dig through any boxes. And some movers also put all parts inside separate bags, place it in a larger bag, and give you the larger bag to transport. And if there aren't any bags, they'll just wrap it in moving paper. And then 4, make sure to label the box fragile if there's anything breakable inside. All right, tip 5, personal vehicle packing. If moving out of state, make a list of everything you will need within the first 5 days. And I recommend 5 days because sometimes there are delays and it's always better to over-prepare than under-prepare. Am I right? If moving locally, I still recommend packing for 2 days. And then you box it up or place it in a suitcase and transport it in your personal vehicle. And this will include So packing for the 5 days. So clothes, toiletries, hair dryer, whatever you would take if you went on a 5-day vacation and or 2-day if you're local. Anything you store in your safe. So important documents, mad money stash, nice jewelry, anything expensive that you do not want to take a chance of losing. Pack that. Basic tools, hammer, nail screws, screwdriver, pliers, box cutters. I've used all of this every single move. Cleaning supplies, dish soap, sponges, rags, multi-surface spray, trash bags, hand soap. So I recommend bringing cleaning supplies, but however, I do recommend that you have your entire place cleaned by professionals before you move in. And so even if the previous homeowners are like, oh yeah, we had it cleaned for you, no, don't trust them. You want your house to be move-in ready so that when you're ready to unpack and or your organizers are ready to unpack, your house is move-in ready. And so just get in there and make sure that it's been cleaned by someone that you know that you hired, and make sure they get into every drawer, every cabinet, that they're wiping out the pantry, the floors, the mirrors, like everything, so that it is ready to unpack and just put things away. Electronics, phones, laptops, e-readers, chargers, anything that you want to keep with you that you might be using, keep that with you. Of course, your daily vitamins and medications, make sure you pack enough for this and that you know where it is in the box for being unpacked so you could label it if you run out. Toilet paper, so important. Bring a roll for each bathroom in the house. Tea and coffee, of course, we all need our caffeines. That is a requirement. And then, so either one, you can bring sheets, comforters, and pillows, your towel, washcloths, and shower curtain with you in the car, or you can just put it in a box and label it "Open Me First." And so if you're planning to sleep in your house that night, the movers will help set up your bed, and you just need these items in order to sleep there that night. And so if you're not having organizers unpack you and it's going to take you a few days, this is definitely a priority, but you can send it with the movers truck. Just label it "Open Me First." And then to help you feel normal and somewhat civilized, a set of plates, cups, and silverware, or you can buy plastic silverware and styrofoam plates for easy cleanup, or you can buy recyclable silverware and plates for easy cleanup. You can also pre-purchase and cut shelf liner so your shelves are ready before the movers arrive. And that way, again, the shelf liner's in the house and you can just unpack all your dishes, cups, and you put it on your shelves that already have the liners. And lastly, keep some cash for tipping or last minute purchases that you never know what will happen or what will be needed. And if you have children or pets, pack food, clothes, medications, etc. for them as well. Tip 6, food. Ideally, you're only moving an hour or two away and can deliver the food via cooler. However, if you are moving long distance, it's best to whittle down the food supply in advance so you do not have to throw anything into the trash. So a month before you move, and sometimes longer if your fridge and freezer are packed full, start planning meals around the food in your fridge, freezer, and pantry. The goal is to use the majority of what you have and only buy a few fresh ingredients each week as you move closer to your move date. And if you still have food left near moving day and you don't or can't move it in your personal vehicle, also moving companies won't move perishable food, consider donating it to your local food bank. In addition, don't forget to store snacks and ready-to-go meals in your personal vehicle during the times when movers are loading and unloading. You'll need to pick me up throughout the moving process. Oh, and have lots of water and electrolytes on hand. Tip 7, storage items. If you know you'll be storing items in your new home, skip the moving box and just buy a bin to transport these items. Then the bin goes into the garage or closet in your new home. Plus, it's one less box to pack and unpack. This works great for holiday decor, photographs, and other keepsakes. Tip 8, soft items. You can use heavy trash bags to transport large, soft items such as comforters, blankets, sheets, towels, etc. This will save you money on buying large boxes. 30 bags for the price of one box. Loving it. And be easy to unpack in the new home. Okay, so bonus tip dealing with movers. I'm asked by all my clients, do we tip movers? Emphatically, yes. Movers are some of the hardest workers I've ever seen. How much is up to you, though? Pay attention to the work ethic, the challenges of the job, and tip accordingly. Are they hustling or being super careful around that tight turn? Were there a lot of stairs, or do they lay down protective covering over the floor? Are they working hard in Houston summer heat? I've seen clients tip 10 to 25% on the bill total each day, or $20 to $100 per mover, or just offer pizza and Gatorades. Cash is best, and ideally hand it to each mover at the end of the day. But again, it's whatever you decide, whatever feels right to you. There's no obligation. And there we glow. 8 moving tips to help you cruise through this chapter of moving. As an organizer, I've seen firsthand how moving can feel like a tornado of decisions, logistics, and emotions. But I've also seen how a little preparation can make the entire experience smoother, calmer, and even, dare I say it, empowering. Did any of the above tips give you an aha moment? Did I miss any that you found helpful in the past? Please share below in the comments to help out fellow movers. Heart. And then I created a packing checklist for moving across state lines, and you can download that. I'll attach the link for it. But it's a ask your movers to do before you leave, create lists, what you take in your vehicle or suitcase, and then what you can buy there, such as toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and any toiletries that you don't have. So y'all, that is my 8 tips to learn prior to moving. I hope you learned something, and I hope that your move is just an empowering experience for you, not stressful in the least, and that you enjoy it. Maybe not enjoy it, maybe that's pushing it too much, but that it is just stress-free for you. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help. And if you're in the Houston area and or wanting to pay our travel fees, let us know and we'll come help declutter you before you move and unpack you after you move. All the love. Oh, 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 oh.